Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in to episode 13 of A New Era podcast.
Lucky 13.
Sure. My name is Hanson, better known as Fryddy online, and I am here with my dad, the OG Frid. Dad, would you like to say hello to the listeners this morning?
Good morning, listeners. Good morning, sports fans. This is just going to be a fun-filled little discussion. I don't know about you, but my week worth, I know I went into last week feeling my bets were going to be okay, and I had a bad week.
Yeah, me too. I went back and forth and had a good day and then a bad day and then a good day and then a bad day. And yesterday was like a bad day, but not the worst day. And I don't know. I'm still in shock here. I don't know, man. We'll start off with a weekend recap. And that's exactly why we have our Final Four teams. NC State will be playing Purdue next weekend, and UConn will be playing Alabama for a trip to the national championship. Where
do we start? Let's go UConn.
Go. You got the floor.
I mean, just another dominant performance. It was crazy. So Hanson spent some time with us over the weekend, and I forget what we were doing at the time, maybe watching some Red Sox. And then all of a sudden you were looking at your phone and just said, UConn just went on a 30-0 run.
Yeah, it was during the Bruins game.
Oh, Bruins game? Okay.
Yeah, just 30-0. I think it was a little different. I think it was like 33-2, but like, okay, sorry. Like, yeah. That team's unstoppable right now. That was my only saving grace out of last night, because I was sitting there like, I mean, you can win, but it doesn't matter because whoever makes it through from the South Regional and Purdue, they're not beating UConn. Nobody's beating UConn. I don't even know why we picked Houston to win it in our bracket. It was always UConn. In what was, I won't even say their worst half. Illinois just played great in the first half of their Elite Eight game, and you still are down 5 points at half. And then you come out and you give up, you get fucking 50 balled in the second. I don't know.
And even for them to be able to do this in what was, I mean, everyone, all the commentators, announcers, everyone, probably even Dan Hurley himself at some point mentioned, you shit on us. You put us in the hardest bracket coming out, all the top teams, and they just wiped everyone out.
Look, I get it. I know why they're bitching, because you had the Big 10 champ and the Big 12 champ and the Big East champ, and there's somebody else. But it's like, okay, you're the number one seed. Go out there and like
prove that you're number one seed.
And not even just that. Like, I don't know why we're bitching. This is the 32 auto bids, and then the top 32 teams in the nation make it to this tournament. So top 64 teams out of however many in college basketball. Like, it's supposed to be tough. You're not supposed to get a cakewalk. Speaking of cakewalks, all the people that we're talking about, Duke has a cakewalk, and then you see what happens. You can still lose to any of these teams. So I get why they're bitching. I get why, I'm pissed off because on paper, if we win and they win, like we make it and we play Illinois or Iowa State. Okay, well, that would have been an Elite Eight game. That's the top two teams in the region. Of course it's supposed to be hard. Fucking, Carolina was playing Alabama or in the Sweet 16. Like, the matchups are supposed to get harder the farther you go in. So yeah, it would have been nice if they didn't get the Big East and the Big Ten and the Big 12 champion or whatever. But like, then who else do you want? You want Iowa State to be switched out for Marquette, who's played you multiple times throughout the year and could definitely beat you? Do you want your 4 seed in who's their 4 seed there? Fuck, that's the one I'm forgetting. Oh, Auburn, the SEC champ, who lost first round. So you can write that off. Would you rather that have been Duke, a 4 seed that would have made it and you would have played? Would you rather, you don't get Illinois, who you ended up beating by 25? And would you rather have had, I don't know, Kentucky, who's not playing an Oakland team? Or like it could go either way.
Yeah. No, it could, but even though I think the most impressive thing is that, yes, they've had, we mentioned this, I think everyone else has, probably the hardest bracket to come out, and they've just dominated. I mean, think about, though, these basketball schools in general. I mean, watching the State Duke game, and they were mentioning how this can help the state program out for them going for recruits and all. I think in general, I mean, look at basketball, both men's and women's. I mean, UConn has the women's team. That was a close game against Duke. I think they could have turned it on a little bit more later on. I think they just kind of just put the brakes on. But they're moving, and the state women as well beat Texas. So we got some impressive basketball schools both on the men and women's side, in UConn and State. NC State, I should say.
Yeah. Well, good for them. And they're facing Alabama. UConn is. You got anything to say about that? I mean, they've earned it.
Yeah.
I thought Clemson would have done it maybe just because they were on a weird, wicked run.
Yeah. But Alabama, again, has to hit that threes to be able to. I think this could be a 15-point win.
I think 15 is generous. Are the lines out for these games yet? Let me see this. Because I think 15's. Well, I mean, they're not going to give them a 15-point spread.
No, I'm not saying this.
But I'm saying it could win. I think if they're going to blow them out, it won't be by 15. It'll be by like 20, 25. Because you beat Alabama by slowing it down and not letting them run with you. And when they can't run and their shots aren't hitting, which they won't really against UConn, it's going to be bad. Where is this? March Madness. UConn minus 11.5. So close. And Purdue minus 9.5. Man, see, what the fuck I'm talking about. What is this? These are Final Four matchups, and we almost have 10-point spreads in both of them. Like, I get it. Congrats to NC State. Great fucking run. Very magical. But, like, what is this for basketball? People are supposed to look forward to these games on Saturday, and now we are projecting 2 blowouts in the third to last and second to last college basketball game of the season. I don't know. I think it's not like Duke would have made it any better. I'm not going to put like maybe they could have beat Purdue, but whoever was going is going to get blown out by UConn. It's just like I've been hearing a lot of stuff this last week, and I know you've probably seen it too. Like Barstool, there's been a bunch of Barstool people coming out and being like, this tournament's been kind of shitty. I was like, I didn't think it's been kind of shitty, but now I look at it here, and I'm like, you're telling me all of the March Madness led down to 2 almost 10-point favorites in the Final Four? Maybe this tournament was kind of shitty. It's not good basketball, man.
Well, I mean, it's been magical for NC State. Obviously, that's the tournament, darling right now. That will be an amazing matchup with the centers. with Edie and Burns, I think.
It will, but it won't, because we see how Zach Edey gets fouled. DJ Burns is going to pick up 3 fouls within the first 12 minutes, and he's going to have to sit the rest. That's what I'm talking about. Like, this is all, it's predictable. Fucking Zach Edey gets the whistle like nobody's been, like, and like, I'm rooting for State. I know they beat us. I'm rooting for the ACC. I've never had any beef with State. It hurts that they beat us. But you see how this is going to go. Zach Edey put up 40 and 16 yesterday.
Yeah.
And DJ Burns, even against a Filipowski who was not physical, had 2 fouls within the first 8 minutes. He had 3 fouls in the first half. This is exactly how it's going to go. Zach Edey's going to try to just go out there and attack DJ Burns, and they're going to call 2 or 3 freaking tic-tacky fouls. And then what is State going to do? Do you see it going any other way?
I mean, I can't see. I mean, that McConnell, right? That kid is going to have a game hitting some threes for them. And Horn is going to have another fantastic little game. They're going to have to be spunky, quick on the defense, trying to get some steals, trying to run when they can, to be able to keep up with Edey. Because they're just going to pound it down low to that kid. Did you see his little press conference after?
Yeah, where he was talking about everybody thinks they know me or us. They've been talking about us, but we're fucking winners.
Well, I saw his little. Everyone has always doubted me, dude. You're
that one
too.
Yeah,
how are people gonna doubt you?
Yeah, no, he had one right after the game where he was being interviewed, and he was like, everybody thought they knew this team. They thought we weren't built for it, but we're fucking winners, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, I mean, to be fair, we had good reason. You lost to a 16 seed last year. Sorry if we said pump the brakes on a team that lost to a 16 seed for only the second time in the history of the tournament.
And you didn't win your championship.
And you didn't win your conference. So, I mean, whatever, and then they're gonna go and fucking bounce around and do their parade if they beat State. But it's like, okay, you beat an 11 seed that you had they're gonna have fouled out their best player with 30 minutes in or whatever. It's like it's not impressive.
Well, at least well, I'm kind of happy that my futures should win.
Yeah, I was gonna text you about that. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I'll be happy about that at least.
Are you taking both favorite spreads?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too, probably.
Yeah.
Over under 145.5 in the State Purdue game.
Under
161.5 Alabama UConn. It's so high.
Over. Yeah, but 160, that could be, both teams
it's 80 to 80.
Yeah.
It's 82-81 or 82-80. Get you there. I don't know. We'll see. I might not bet him. I'll watch him, but I almost don't want to. Like I said, this it's supposed to be fun and chaotic and blah blah blah. And I know everybody was so pissed off last year with the UConn making it and San Diego State, and the Final Four was weird. What, we had like a 4 seed, a 5 seed, an 8 seed, and a 1 or whatever it was. And then people bitch about it, and then you get to this year, and we get an 11, a 1, a 1, a 4, and people are still bitching about it. I'm bitching about it, but it's just because it hasn't really been. I know. I get what people are talking about. It hasn't really been fun, I guess. I don't know. Moving on, the Red Sox are 2-2, Dan.
Yes, they are.
Kid. Sox. We said 2-2.
Yep,
we did say that.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you said it would be based on Cutter Crawford. Would he end up having a game or a game? And he had a game.
We
was
just
just
lost.
yeah. The
We just lost.
bullpen gave it away in extra.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he was good. It was cool because I was seeing this on Twitter and just actually I might have sent it to our podcast Twitter to bring it up. But no, all that we were hearing, and I was even seeing it all throughout the offseason is all, oh well, the Pats don't have any pitching, blah blah blah. And I was driving that boat. I really was.
Yeah.
Outside of Bello. And we wanted Montgomery and all this. But Bello, 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 strikeouts. He only had 2 strikeouts. I thought he was shoving. But still, won that game 6-4. Friday, Nick Pivetta, 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 10 strikeouts. Lose that game 0-1. Saturday, the Cutter Crawford game. 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. 3-4 loss. And then yesterday, Garrett Whitlock, 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 8 strikeouts, 5-1 win. The Red Sox might have pitching. Yes, we were facing the Mariners.
Yeah.
We were facing the Mariners, and like we got to pump the brakes, I guess. But like those are not. None of these guys got shelled. None of them got shelled.
High strikeout to walk ratio on everyone.
Yeah.
Well, Bello with 2, but
yeah, that was disappointing. I thought Bello would actually shove. But it's fine. Like I said, we won the game, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah. 2-2 I'm happy with. And now let's look ahead for this week. So we play the A's today, 9:40. Tomorrow, 9:40 A's. Wednesday, 3:30 A's. Friday, 9:30 Angels. Saturday, 9:30 Angels. Sunday, 4 p.m. Angels. Then we finally get a break. So I don't want to be that guy.
What?
But
Go
the
ahead,
Red
be that
Sox
guy.
might go 6-0 this week.
6-0? I was going to say 4-2.
It's 4-2. Yeah. It's definitely 4-2. So that would be 6-4 going into the O series. It's definitely 4-2. Well, actually, I don't know. I honestly don't think the A's won. I know they got close, but I don't think they've won. Oh, no, they did. They won yesterday. So they stole a game from the Guardians. The A's stole a game from the O's. I remember.
Yeah.
What did I tell you, by the way? I told you before
you
I fucking
tell
left.
me that. You've told me that.
I said the O's are due. If they're
For a
going to win
loss.
any game, it was going to be yesterday. And then I told you all of that, and then I still didn't play Angels money line. Should have done it. Wait, so, okay. Well, we can figure out which games we'll lose here.
Okay.
Today, who's 5? So Tanner's pitching today. Tanner will win. Bello pitches tomorrow. Bello will win. Pivetta Wednesday against the A's.
No, I think Pivetta will lose again.
I think Pivetta loses.
Yeah.
I don't think, I know they're playing a worse team, but still, he had a 10 Ks. I don't think he's replicating that again. Angels, Friday. That's Cutter.
That would be a loss.
I don't know. I don't think he's going to lose 2 straight. I think Cutter wins. Then you get Garrett, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
On Saturday. We lose the Garrett game.
And then Tanner comes.
Game. It's either those. You either win the Garrett and lose the Tanner, or you lose the Tanner and win the Garrett game. I think
we win the Garrett game and lose the Tanner game. Yeah. So we lose in both cases we're losing the final game of each series.
Yeah. But that means we say we win the series before it
so
even
we
happens.
win.
We don't care about.
We win both. series.
We don't even need to get it to a rubber match. And we tied this series, so not bad. How you liking the offense?
I mean, look at we're doing this without Rafi.
Well, did Rafi play? He just didn't play yesterday.
Well, no, he hasn't played this whole weekend.
He literally played yesterday.
Well, except yesterday. Yeah.
I thought he played opening day. Let me check.
Well, yeah, opening day, and then he was off.
Opening day, and then he
was off Friday and Saturday. Injured shoulder.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we lost both of those games by one run.
So but by one run.
Yeah.
So obviously we need him in his bat. It changes things.
Yeah. I mean, because then the games you have him in here, it's the 6-4 win and the 5-1. Granted, yesterday he went 1 for 5, nothing else. Most of it was Manuel Valdez, with the 3-run homer, and then O'Neill with another homer. And then in the 6-4 game, yeah, that was the one where he had a 2-run home run. And without that, it's a 4-4 game. So, yeah.
And O'Neill didn't play on Saturday. So, obviously, you need Rafi and O'Neill in your lineup.
For any bit of power, yeah.
But yet, right now, we're not built for... I mean, besides those two guys, I think we're built for athleticism and speed, which we saw from Cedeno, Rafaela.
Wrong on that, beating out that thing that we were watching on.
Yeah, that bunt. Yep.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
And then, Cedeno, Rafaela, incredible catch there in center that we saw, which did not make Sports Center top 10 because we watched that the next morning. Can't believe that.
Yeah, that was crazy. But all right, well, go Sox. I mean,
go Sox, man.
They had one first impression to make, and it's a good one. I'm not writing off the Red Sox one series in. Yeah. If we can go 4-2, I'll be really. If we can go 5-1, 6-0 this week, we won't go 6-0. We can go 5-1 this week. That'd be awesome. We can go 4-2.
Yeah.
We go 4-2. I'm happy. We go 3-3. It's like, okay, we just keep rolling, I guess. Not happy about it, but
what, a 3-3?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3-3. I'm not happy. I got more. I'm anticipating a better performance against these two teams that they're playing than 3-3. 4-2 is
because if you go 3-3, that means we're losing one of these series to one of these shit ass teams.
Yeah. So I think 4-2 is the ceiling, and I mean not the ceiling, the ground level. You have to at least go 4-2.
Yeah.
But if you can go 5-1, 6-0, we're really excited.
Yeah. All right. Bruins. You said 1-1-1, if I'm not mistaken. We went. The overtime win doesn't count that's just a regular win. Yeah, the shootout.
Yeah. Yep.
We went 2-1. 4-3 win versus the Panthers in Florida on Tuesday to take over first in the conference, or first in our division, I think. Then we lose to the Lightning 3-1 on Wednesday on the back-to-back. Could have saw that coming.
Yeah.
And then we went on the shootout on Saturday that we both watched. Bruins are now leading the Atlantic. 43-17, 15, 101 points with a game. Panthers have a game in hand on us. They got one more to play, and they're at 99 points. But we're still kind of in the clear for the President's Cup because the Rangers are at 104. 50, 20, and 4. Jeez. And then in the West, the Stars are at 103. So it's going to be down to the wire, but we got the Predators tomorrow in Nashville. We got the Canes on Thursday. I'll be boots on the ground at that game. Boots on the ground. Hoping we win that one. We got the Panthers on Saturday. We got the Hurricanes on the next Tuesday. We got the Penguins, the Caps, the Sun. Dude, what is this 4-game stretch? Predators, Hurricanes, Panthers, Hurricanes. Going through a gauntlet.
You need it going into the playoffs.
Yeah. Still just that's insane.
Although the Bruins did make franchise history.
100 points. I was just pulling that up, actually. I had it on my phone. Six straight 100 points.
Straight, yeah.
Minimum
awesome.
70 games. Longest streak in club history. Tied third longest in NHL history. Wow. Wow.
6 straight 100-point seasons. And this was supposed to be a down year for us.
Yeah. It's supposed to be rebuilding. That's crazy. What's your prediction for this week?
All right, go again. Tell me the games again.
Okay. Nashville tomorrow, 8 p.m. away.
Win.
Canes Thursday night away. Loss. We're losing. I'll beat you too. I was there last year. We won it. Yeah. I'm fully going into this game anticipating we're not going to beat them in PNC 2 years in a row.
No, and that's going to be a long ride back for you.
Is it? I mean,
well, no, Reese won't talk shit.
No, I mean, I didn't really talk shit after we won last year in PNC. We're just like, oh, good game. It also went to shootout. It went to shootout last year. So when we go and we're fans of both of those teams, I told them it'd be nice to win, but if we get another game, if it goes to shootout and I lose, like I still feel like that's cool. Like I went to go see a good game. We'd get a point, but
I think this will definitely go into overtime. We'll have an overtime loss.
Yeah, 3-2. I think both these teams are too defensive. Like they're not putting up more than 3 in regulation, or more than 2, I think. And then Panthers at home on Saturday.
I'm going to say 2-0-1. I'm going to say we're going to lose and then come out strong against the Panthers. We want to make a statement.
Yeah,
2-0-1.
That would also be, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Can I pull this up? My God, where is this? I think that would make us. Now, it doesn't really mean anything, but it feels a little good inside. If we beat the Panthers on Saturday, we will have swept them this year as a big old fuck you for what they did to us last year. So, I'm also going 2-0-1. I think we lose the game to the Canes, but I think it is in overtime. That might just be me picking with my heart here because I want to see another overtime game. But if not, even if it's 2-1 and 2-1 and 0, that's fine. Still feel like we lose to the Canes. Team's good. And we'll play them again next Tuesday. All right. Celtics talk. Let me just say, every time we fucking do this, guys, when I know listeners, let's have a moment. This is good too. I wish eventually we'll get this on video. Yeah, we'll do. But here's Hanson grabbing the mic, sitting back in his chair. This is Hanson time. This is a moment with Hanson. Listeners, let's talk. I have watched a lot of Celtics basketball over the last 3 3 to 5 years, ever since Tatum has joined the team. I really have. And Jaylen Brown. So it dates back. So I know this team is capable of. I know how good this team is. And I also know when this team is going to disappoint. This is not a coincidence anymore. I have now called the loss that has ended both of our most longest recent win streaks. We had a 9-game one going into the Hawks game, I think, on Monday. And then we also had like a 9 or a really long one against that we lost against the Cavs a couple weeks ago when I say the Celtics are going to lose a game, believe me. Because what did I say on Monday's episode, Dad?
Well, okay. You did say they were going to lose, but then I think later, we're going to say take the points or something like that.
No, I said they were going to lose.
Well, you did say, but I think when we were talking about betting, you might have taken the Celtics in the bet.
No.
But you did open up and say.
Wait, you're saying when we were betting on Monday?
Yeah.
I didn't bet that game. I was maybe going to bet the first half Celtics spread, which ended up hitting because they were up 30 points. And then they ended up crawling back and the Hawks won it. No, I said on this podcast, I said the Hawks are winning this game tonight.
You did say that. 100%.
And I said, and then we might come around and lose again on Thursday. We did. I wasn't so sure about that one. I thought maybe you come back and win that one. However, then we both said we were going to beat the Pelicans.
Yes.
So we had a 1-2. No, we had a 1 win, and we had Atlantic Hawks. That's our record this week. 1 in Atlanta because they beat us twice in Atlanta.
Yeah.
When we played on Monday, when we stayed in Atlanta for the week, we practiced in Georgia Tech's gym, and then we come out and we lose them again on Thursday. That was a kick in the nuts. I was mad about Monday because it was a 30-point loss, but I also wasn't mad about Monday because I said we would lose that game. It would have been nicer if they did it a different way than blow a 30-point lead, but it happened. Thursday, that one's a little inexcusable. The Hawks team isn't good. They're without Trae Young right now, too. And they're doing this to us. I don't know. We're at least, I don't think they're in the playoffs. Yeah, no. Well, they're the 10 seed. So they could be playing for the play-in.
Playing game. Yeah, playing game.
I swear to God, if we see them first round, I'm going to freak out. Yeah. All right. Well,
but we've lost those games on their court.
Yeah.
So if we play them, we just got to steal one there, and it's 5 or 6 game series if we have to play the Hawks first round. Because they're not going to beat us in Boston.
True. I don't think anybody's beating us in Boston. I mean, we're 31 and... Well, how many home games do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 minus 41, 35. So we're 32-3 at home, I think, this year.
Yeah, 32-3. I just pulled it up.
All right. Today we play the Hornets in Charlotte.
Win.
As long as not everybody sits, but it doesn't look like we're getting to that point. Thunder Wednesday at home.
I'll go. And I know the Thunder are desperately playing. And we said this. You said that we could sit while Oakland needs to win because they're
Oakland? Who the fuck are you talking about? Oakland? Oklahoma City?
Oklahoma City, yeah.
Okay. I said Oakland. I was like, there's no...
Oklahoma. It's early. Sorry. I still got baseball in my mind. But it is at home, so I'm going to say another win.
Kings on Friday at home.
That'll be a loss.
Trailblazers at home Sunday.
Win 3-1.
Yeah. I say 3-1. I say we lose the Thunder game instead of the Kings one. But you heard it here, guys. Go take your Thunder's money line tickets on Wednesday, April 3rd at 7:30 p.m. because when I say it happens, it happens. I could say we could go 0-4 this week and we'd probably manage to lose every single game.
Yeah.
Should I do it? You want to get fun? How many games? We're up 11 games in these. Guys, we're losing every game this week. The Celtics are going to lose to the Hornets. They're going to lose to the Thunder. They're going to lose to the Kings. They're going to lose to the Trailblazers. Now we really get to test this. Now we really get to see. All right. That's it
I wouldn't do that.
Don't actually do that. Yeah, no, but
No.
I mean, it's out in the air now. If it works, we really need to talk about this next week because I might be performing some voodoo magic.
Yeah.
All right. Weekend recap part is done. It took 36 minutes. They usually do. They usually take like 30 minutes.
Do we want to talk about our golf? Our golf coverage?
No.
You're looking at me like, yeah, I ended up watching the Texas Children's as he throws his pen. Yeah, I watched. I put Scotty. I thought Scotty was going to come back and win, and he did not. I had money on that.
Are you done?
Yeah, golf coverage is done.
That's what you get for voting on or betting on the fucking Texas Children's Roadhouse fucking extravaganza tour open of 2024.
Down in Houston. Yeah. Down in Houston.
All right, we got like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Mock draft 2.0. That's what we're doing here, guys. It's been a while since we did the first one. Before I start this, I want to pull up our first one so we can remember where we went, and now we have been through the combine. We have been through pro days. Some people are moving up the list. Some people have been moving down. So I want to see if we stay aligned with what we had the first time or if we're going to go around and switch some of these. So, in our first one, remember we traded with Arizona from 3 to 4. We took Drake May at 4. We took Brian Thomas, 34th overall. We got that pick.
Mm-hmm.
Is that our own pick? Or I can't remember. Tyler Guyton, offensive tackle, Oklahoma, 35th overall. We had 2 seconds. We also picked up Budda Baker in that deal and some offensive guard, Max Sharping. Round 3, 68th overall. We took Kalen Carson out of Wake Forest, cornerback, 115th overall in the 4th round. Donovan Edwards, running back, Michigan State. Round 5, pick 139, McAllen Castles, tight end out of Tennessee. Round 5, 140, Michael Barrett, linebacker out of Michigan. Round 5, 151, Justin Eboigbe, I think. Eboigbe, edge out of Alabama. Round 6, 182, Dylan McMahon, center out of North Carolina State. Round 7, 224, Jason Jones, D lineman out of Auburn. And like I said, Budda Baker and Max Sharping added in the trade market. But that was also... I wonder why we did that. That was... Yeah, we didn't know if Duggar was going to be back.
Right.
But now we do.
And we ended up getting that free safety from San Diego Chargers, Los Angeles Chargers. And then you bring back...
Wait, what?
We get the free safety, signed that free safety.
Who are you talking
from
about?
The Chargers.
Who are you talking about?
Well, I have to pull it
I
up.
don't see a single... Oh, Jalen Hawkins? Is this it?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, he was with the Chargers.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I do know him.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
So
yeah, because I've got these up to let it influence some of this stuff, but Okay, so we're gonna do 7 rounds. We have 60 seconds per pick. Random factor, we'll give it a 2 out of 4. Sure. Trades are on. Trade value chart. The standard Jimmy Johnson one. And Pats. All right, you ready?
Go ahead.
Start draft. Boom, boom, boom. All right, just like what we thought. I think it was Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison Jr. that won second. Oh my God, they're offering us a boatload right here. Pittsburgh Steelers are offering fucking first round pick 20, second round pick 51, third round pick 98, a first and a second in 2025, and Justin Fields for pick 3. No.
I mean, we like Justin Fields, but I no.
You move down to 20, you get no. All right. You know what? We'll just reject all. I think we got to go quick. So we'll just Joe Alt, Malik Neighbors, Drake May, Jaden Daniel. Well, it's a quarterback here. Drake May or Jaden?
Jaden.
You go Jaden?
I go Jaden. I've switched. I mean, definitely if Jaden, hopefully Jaden's available. I mean, it's fine if Jaden goes to
Washington.
To Washington.
Then you get Drake to fall in your lap. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think we prefer Jaden.
I don't know. I prefer Jaden for what I think Gerard Mayo is going to try to do to this offense and try to reinvent it. So I prefer Jaden there. But when it comes to pro ready, I want Drake May, if that makes sense.
No, it does make sense.
I think he's. I honestly think he's going to be the best quarterback to come out. I said this the first time around, and I'll say it again. I think he's going to be the best quarterback to come out of this class. Not to say Jaden Daniels isn't going to be good though. But I legitimately think I like Drake May better than Caleb Williams.
Yeah, I think Caleb Williams is going to have a lot of issues.
Yeah. All right, so we're simulating here so I can get to round 2. It's taking so long. Did Michael Penix just go? Michael Penix went before JJ McCarthy in this, I think. That's the other thing. JJ could end up fucking moving up there, and Washington could get cute and take JJ at 2. And then we have our choice of Jaden or Drake at 3. What do you do then?
I still think, I mean, you got Jacoby with the athleticism, although Drake is sneaky athletic.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be cool though? The new number 10.
Yeah. So we got some trade offers. Lions are offering pick 61 in the second, a second, third, and 6th next year. Alex Anzalone for this pick. No. Texans are offering 10th pick in the second round, 23rd pick in the third round, 13th pick in the 6th round, a 6th rounder next year, and Derek Barnett.
I mean, we're just dropping back a little bit in the second there and picking up a third. But I think if we're going to make a trade, we need to see a wide receiver.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we'll say reject. All right. Well, let's look who's available. We got Adonai Mitchell. We got Jackson Power, John Bo Nix is still here. Ladd McConkey. Let me look at all the receivers.
Yeah.
Keon Coleman, Roman Wilson, Xavier Worthy. Xavier Worthy's still there. He's the one that ran the fucking 14-1, right? Who do we go? I love Keon Coleman too, but I think he really underperformed at the combine. I'm not gonna lie. He's just a huge guy. 6'3", 213. Do you have a preference on these wide receivers?
I mean, as long as Tyreek Thornton in his third year can spread the offense and
Taekwon.
or Taekwon. Didn't I say that?
You said Tyreek.
Oh, sorry, Taekwon. Then we don't need Worthy.
Remember, we got 60 seconds here, so we gotta pick one.
Let's go Coleman.
Okay. All right. What are we looking for this round? Let me see what.
Oh no, we don't need a running back anymore because we got
Antonio Gibson. We took. I mean, this is kind of what we did last time. We did quarterback, wide receiver. Then we took offensive tackle.
Oh, we need an offensive tackle. Yes.
Yeah, I think we do. We haven't signed. I mean, we got Nwenu back, but yeah, we'll go offensive tackle here. Oh, we got this former Steelers tackle, Okafor. I don't know. It's not Okafor.
Yeah,
it's close. It looks like it. Oh, here we go. Okay, we're on the clock. We said, I mean, Kingsley Suamatai guy, the BYU offensive tackle, is still here at this spot. And I don't know much about him, but I definitely do remember. I think he should have been gone by now. In the other ones that we did.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go with Kingsley here? Lockdown tackle. Yeah,
absolutely.
Nice. I like it. All right, fourth round. What are we going to look at? Corner?
Fourth. Yeah, that would be nice. Pair somebody up with Gonzalez.
Yeah, I think we got to look corner. Do we need to take a tight end like we did? Because I know we got Austin Hooper and we got Hunter Henry back. But we let Gesicki walk.
And Hooper's only on a 1-year deal. And we don't have anybody else.
I wouldn't mind looking for a tight end again in the fifth like we did. Maybe if McAllen Castles is still there.
It's either now the fourth or the fifth.
We'll see. Because here's our pick. So, that Brendan Rice kid, wide receiver out of USC, is right here at the top. Jaden Hicks, safety, Washington State. Audric Esteem, running back. Braylon Allen is right here. Not bad. Jalen McMillan. We could go another wide receiver and Jalen McMillan. I'm looking for corners. The next available corner is Josh Newton, TCU. There's Keon Coleman was not the guy I thought he was. It was Johnny Wilson. It was the other wide receiver, Florida State. But I like Keon too.
Yeah.
All right, maybe there's I don't think it's a great spot for a corner, but all these tight ends kind of suck too. Yeah, let's go top available corner, Jarvis Brownlee Jr. out of Louisville.
Yep.
Boom. Spencer Rattler just went. So then next we'd be looking for our tight end. Or we can even wait.
I think we try and look at defensive line or linebacker.
Yeah, I was just about to say D-line first. We signed Armin Watts. And he looks just to be a role player, backup guy as D-line. And then Sion Takitaki, Browns linebacker. But that was after we lost Mac Wilson. So he just slots into there. So we're still going to need another tight end or another linebacker. Linebackers are just the tight ends of the defense. All right, we're coming up here. Is this our pick? I think this is our pick. Wait. Why is it? Hold on. Start draft. Okay, I guess this is our pick. I don't know where we're at though. Oh, end of round 5. Or the start. Whatever it is. What position do you want to?
Well, I mean, linebacker, we're only going to probably play 2, and we got Jennings, Bentley, and Uche. I think we have to go D-line.
Those are all edges, though. All right. Well, D-line, that's fine. We can get a linebacker. There's some depth there. D-line, Jalix Hunt, Houston Christian, Marcus Harris out of Auburn. These are all D edges, though. I want a D lineman. Next available D lineman, Nelson Carter out of Houston, Grayson Murphy out of UCLA, Jordan Jefferson out of LSU. Do you know any of these guys? You want any one of them?
What are their measurements?
Nelson Carter, 6'3", 254. Grayson, 6'2", 251. Jordan, 6'3", 313.
Yeah, I was going to say the LSU kid.
Okay. Want a good one, a nice run stuffing D-line in there for sure.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so we got the D-line. Which we attacked that. So I think now we just need tight end, linebacker, and then maybe
and we only have
a corner. We got a corner.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we did take the best available. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, we can get another one. It seems like, I mean, that was also Bill's defense, where we were always just rotating through them out, which, I mean, it could be like that with Mayo too, but.
We lost Miles Bryant. Oh, but we got Marcus Jones still.
I don't even.
Into playing the slot.
I don't think it even counts as a loss for losing Miles Bryant.
No, I don't either.
I think Miles Bryant might legitimately be the worst player in the NFL. I fucking hate Miles Bryant.
Yeah.
Every time I ever saw him on the field, he was always getting burnt or getting absolutely mossed on. Miles Bryant he's my least favorite Patriots player that I've known for a long time. I hate that guy.
No, I agree. And I was just thinking, slot, but Marcus Jones fills that slot role. We have so we're fine there. Yeah, so we need a tight end and a linebacker left.
Linebacker, this Tyron Hopper guy out of Missouri has still sat here, or the Jalen Ford out of Texas that I know we looked at last time. Steele Chambers out of Ohio State, or Curtis Jacobs out of Penn State. These guys all look pretty good. You want measurements on them?
Yeah.
6'2", 231 for Tyron Hopper. 6'1", 241 for Curtis Jacobs. 6'1", 226 for Steele Chambers. And 6'2", 240 Jalen Ford.
I'm going to go. I love the name Steele Chambers. That sounds awesome.
Know. That does sound so sick. He might suck, but I kind of want to take it anyways.
Because of the name. Yeah.
Boom. He's taken. That was our round 6 picks. I think we're going to just have one more coming up here. And then this one, we want to go tight end because we didn't.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. If we made any trades, we could have filled in, obviously, depth at other places, but I don't necessarily care to force any trades here. And not when we had 60 seconds per pick. I didn't know what to do there. Okay, so here, I think we're up. Jaheim Bell, tight end, Florida State, 6'2", 241. He's tiny. Jared Wiley, tight end out of TCU, 6'6", 249. That's great. Tanner McLaughlin out of Arizona, 6'5", 244. Trey Knox. Wait, we were looking at Trey Knox last time, weren't we?
Yes, we were.
6'3", 240. He's still there.
And in the Knox family.
Yeah, McAllen Castles is still there, but we were looking at Trey Knox the whole time. We got to take him here, right?
We got to take. Yeah.
Got to take him because we were in love with him all throughout the first mock draft. Oh, that was still round 6. I guess we had 2 round 6 picks. Perfect. All right, so then round 7.
We got to go offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Got to get some depth there.
We want a center. Oh, no, that was the last. Do we not have a 7th? I don't know. This is being really weird. A new era mock draft. I got a 2.0. Add a username. Boom. Post to our draft wall.
But we totally changed.
Ah, damn. I can't. How do I save this? I guess I didn't log in beforehand. All right, whatever. Well, I'll just take a fucking screenshot of this. We did kind of definitely change this up from the first time, but I mean that was expected. You know, we had free agency and we've had combine, and I don't think the combine really did too much. Oh yeah, see, it says we have a 7th round pick that we never picked here, but it didn't give me the option. I don't know. Maybe the mock draft site's just being fucky. Oh my god.
Bless you.
Thank you. But I feel good with the 6 rounds that we got there. Jaden Daniels, quarterback LSU, number 3. Keon Coleman, 34th overall, wide receiver, Florida State. 68th overall, Kingsley Suamataia. Maybe I feel like I'm almost nailed that name. Pick 103, 4th round, Jarvis Brownlee Jr., cornerback, Louisville. 137 overall in the 5th round, Jordan Jefferson, D tackle at LSU. 180 overall in the 6th, Steel Chambers, linebacker, Ohio State. 193 overall, 6th round, Trey Knox, tight end, South Carolina. 231 overall, 7th round pick. Nothing. Just empty. Because it didn't give us there.
Well, we would probably take some linemen.
It was going to be, yeah. I mean, we took Dylan McMahon or whatever, the center out of state the first time around to get some depth there. We probably would have done the same. Yeah. Probably not a guard. It probably would have been a center.
But I think he had that flexibility between guard and center.
He did. But so does, did we sign? I mean, we got a Winu. We signed a tackle. And Nick Levert. We signed him, I guess. He's been in Tampa Bay. Reverted to a backfill last year. 1 year, $1.7 million deal. He's a guard. It says the availability of starting left guard Cole Strange and uncertainty because of a late season injury. Is that really a thing? I mean, I knew he was injured. I didn't think we were going to have to worry about it up until this year. I don't know. I can't find anything on it. I really hope he's not hurt. That would bring a whole. That's a whole new hole. No pun intended. That we'd have to fill.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure he's a tough guy. He's 6'5", 310. He's huge. All right. That's it for the mock draft. You have anything else on there? I know this is a bit of a quick episode if we get through this, but we were rolling.
I don't have anything regarding. I like our mock draft number 2. Any bets that you're looking at tonight?
Yeah, that's a good way to end this off with a gambling segment. Let's see. Do you have any that you've already placed?
I haven't placed any yet. I looked at FanDuel this morning. Let me log back in while we're talking.
Let's see. Braves -1.5 versus the White Sox. You can get it -135 on DK. I think I'll be placing that right after this.
What about this one? Kansas City against Baltimore. You get plus 134. Orioles minus 1.5. Plus 134.
I was just looking at that. Who's I wish it showed me on Pickett who's playing, Dean Kramer or Michael Waka. Oh, yeah. Oh, Jesus. 91% of the spread, or 91% of the money, and 91% of the bets are on Baltimore at that minus 1.5. But Michael Waka might get just fucking creamed. What I might do instead, though, I might touch the 1.5, but I might also Baltimore minus a half a run first 5. I like that. Let me actually pick these so I don't forget, or I'll put them on the slate here. What else did I say? I said Atlanta minus 1.5. I like. Why the hell are the Nationals favored? Because Mackenzie Gore's out here. Marco Gonzalez, Mackenzie Gore. Yeah, dude, what the hell? I'm taking the Pirates at plus money. They're plus 100 right now on DraftKings over the Nationals. The Nationals suck. The Pittsburgh Pirates are surprisingly 4-0. But the Nationals, even if it's Mackenzie Gore, I don't think they win that game. I don't know either of the two of these fucking pitchers in the Cincinnati Philly game. So,
I kind of like the Guardians minus 1.5. They're plus 150.
Who are they playing?
Mariners.
Guardians minus 1.5.
Yep, plus 150 you get.
Who's pitching for him?
Something McKenzie against Hancock.
Okay. I also might like Miami Marlins minus 1.5 plus 180 against the Angels. I know the Marlins are 0-4. I know they couldn't fucking take a win against the Pittsburgh Pirates team. But I think, and they're playing at home again, they've got to take a win. And I think they could go out there and, I mean, if you get plus 180 for minus 1.5 for them.
Mm-hmm.
Texas, Tampa Bay. Ooh, what a game. I'm not touching it, but I haven't even looked at any of these totals either. I wish I was doing that. Detroit, Mets. Who's pitching here? Sean Manaea and Reese Olson. Low-key, I kind of want to go under 8 in Detroit in the Mets game. I'm not going to play it yet, but that's where I'm leaning. What else? You can get Miami first 5 money line minus 116. I like that. There's also Nerfies. I haven't even thought about Nerfies. But maybe not with any of these pitchers. You know Nerfies? No run first inning.
Oh.
You can bet, yeah. It's like, you know, when like the aces come out and everything, you can bet no run first inning. And so electric freaking bet. You need to you sit there and you root for 6 outs with no run in the first. Very fun to root for. Toronto, Houston, 9.5. That's crazy. Who's pitching? They don't even have pitchers. Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah, these guys might get shelled. Actually, I don't know. I kind of like the under. Under in Toronto, Houston. That's just a high number for both those teams. I like your Cleveland pick. Yankees Diamondbacks is a good series. Especially Lewis Gill and Ryan Nelson. Don't know those guys. I don't know baseball. I'm realizing I'm going through all these pitchers and I just don't know any of these fucking guys.
Yeah, you're sitting there with your 5th starters now.
Yeah.
What about this NBA? You got the Brooklyn Nets against the Indiana Pacers Pacers are minus 12.5 favorites. Do you take
you cut out there for a second? What'd you say?
the Brooklyn Nets, Indiana Pacers? Pacers are minus 12.5 favorites.
I don't bet NBA anymore. Ever since MLB's back, I lost a lot of money last week betting NBA. So that's going to be on. That's you. I bet NHL and I bet MLB now.
I would probably take the Nets.
Okay.
Celtics are minus 17
Against
the Hornets.
You might take it. Just depends on if anybody sits or anything. But I'd maybe take that. I mean, that's a scary number, but like the Celtics, man, if they're rolling and this Hornets team is bad.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And then I'm looking at the Hawks against the Bulls. The Hawks, plus 2.5. That's minus 110. But I might take the Hawks, the money line.
Okay.
That's 118.
I like under 6.5 in the Rangers Penguins game tonight. Yeah, a lot actually. I really like that. I would maybe get cute and place St. Louis Blues money line at home. I love betting the Blues as a home underdog, even against Edmonton. The Blues at a home underdog are just they could be playing the dream team, man. That is just like an instant lock for me. Whenever I see them as a home underdog, I'm always hitting the Blues. I don't know why. They're just that's just my team to bet for, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Over 5.5 Kings, Jets, maybe. I know they're trying to trap you with that 5.5 line, but I can't. I don't dig it. So I'd go over 5.5. And then give me Sharks plus 1.5 versus Seattle. That game's going to suck, though. That game's going to really suck.
And yes, I'm going to, again, stay with my college basketball. Iowa Hawkeyes minus 1.5. That gets you 118. I think Iowa Hawkeyes, I think the girls will win that one. And then UConn is minus 3.5 against USC. Definitely take UConn women.
Yeah. I won't do that because I'm not going to encourage betting on women's basketball just because we need it, because we're fiending for March Madness picks. But if I were to, there's no way Caitlin Clark loses to this LSU team again.
No.
There's no way. And I hope they don't. That coach Mulkey, there's been a lot of shit come out about her this weekend, and she's just her. And I can't fucking stand Angel Reese. I haven't been able to ever since she did the fucking ring me thing in Caitlin Clark's face last year. And I know Caitlin Clark has a picture of that like on her wall in her fucking room that she's been looking at every day for like a year straight. There's no way that she lets that team beat them again.
No.
But we'll see. I don't know. Maybe I'll actually watch that. Probably not. Probably should. All right. You ready to get out of here?
Yeah.
It's just been a whole mess of just talk and stuff. I'm still.
You're still hurting over your Duke loss, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, yeah. The worst part was we went out to watch it. Go get some drinks, and some of our buddies were there. A couple of them were Duke fans, but so they're sitting here, and in the corner there was this group of state kids. Which, look, being around here, it's weird to walk into a bar and root for Carolina or Duke and have a jersey on in like an ECU bar, right? Makes sense.
Yeah.
It is levels more weirder to come in there all decked out in state gear. I don't have beef with state, but they're supposed to kind of be our rival.
ECU's rival, yes.
Yeah. So if you go into a ECU bar and try to get rowdy in the corner with a group of 8 state fans that look like tech students, like, first off, makes no sense. Second off, you're fucking weird. But then I walk in there, and so I'm there with my buddy, and we have the Duke. I had the Duke jersey on. And I told my friends when we're driving out there, I was like, we better win this game because you know how fucking stupid I'm going to look like with this on after we lose. And I knew it was going to happen. And then we get in there, and as soon as I walk in, my buddies that were already there, they were like, yeah, they were really quiet. But as soon as you walked in and they saw the Duke jersey, they have been so loud for every bucket. And they were fucking dicks about it too. Like, I knew, me and Josh were talking about it. I knew the game was done by, I think we waved the white flag on the 5-minute mark. I think that's when we texted Will and the rest of the state boys. We said, good game. Hope you win it all. I wasn't even trying to be a dick and like jinx it. I was just like, they were like, you're a bitch for that. Blah. I was like, it wasn't even supposed to be a shady move, guys. Like, I saw every single game that I could out of Duke basketball this year. I knew when that game was done. It was done by the 5-minute mark.
I think even earlier that
it was
mark,
it was done as soon as Filipowski got his 4th foul with like 9 minutes to go. Yeah. And then he fouled out a little after that, and it was definitely done. But so I went to go take a piss. I walked past the table. Good game. Hope you guys win it all. And they're fucking dicks about it. You fucking. I'm like, act like you fucking been here before. All right, like, I know they haven't. It's been since 1983. They've touched the Final Four. And once again, I don't hate state, and I'm really not trying to beef with this fucking school, man. But you act like that. I don't know.
Well, they've always been. Yeah, I mean.
No, they've never been bad. That's the thing.
Right.
Carolina's bad. Like that, they're the worst fans, and state's just there.
But
that's why I've never had beef.
I'm not talking about fans. I'm just talking about when you look at basketball in this region, you're a distant third.
Yeah.
And this is a basketball.
I don't know if it's as distant as you think. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of emotions going on in my head right now. Thank God that Celtics and the Bruins are about to start their playoffs. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at least you can, say your ECU baseball team is doing very well.
Yeah. Top 15 in the nation. That's the next that's the next college tournament I'll actually care about, look forward to. But
yeah.
All right. Well, let's get out of here, Dad, and start our Monday work day. Ugh. April 1st. Oh, that's funny.
I was going to say this is my last episode, but at the beginning, April Fool's joke, but that's not really a joke.
No. The April Fool's joke was the games yesterday didn't count. We're running back the Elite 8 games today. Yesterday was all a joke. Duke gets another shot today. That's my joke. All right. Well, that'll conclude episode 13 of a New Era podcast. Appreciate you guys tuning in here and listening. This was a bit of a weirder episode. I guess we didn't have a plan about this episode until we started, like 2 minutes before we started. So,
but again, this is what we do.
This is what we do.
Just talk sports in general. So you get to see us real, or at least listen to us just being real about how we just talk about sports in general all day, all week long.
Exactly.
I guess we do have to put out the white flag as we're going to lose our bracket.
Yeah, we are. RTB Cooper. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to reach out to us. How does he do that?
A New Era Podcast, at A New Era Podcast on Twitter, at A New Era Podcast on Instagram, A New Era Podcast at gmail.com for any email inquiries. That's where you find us.
Reach out to us. Tell us where you are, and we're going to have to send you a gift bag.
Yep. All right. I gotta get out of here. We gotta get to work. So we're ending this off. We'll talk to you guys next week for episode 14. and have a good week. And I try to have as much fun watching these Final Four matchups as you can on Saturday, I guess.
Love you, son.
Love you, Dad.